Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Blade Warband here outside Dunbreton, where we're actually doing pretty well for ourselves. I'd say we're the strongest we've ever been. We own pretty much all of Scotland, and we own parts of northern England as well, thanks to the person from Bedburg deciding that they would rather be with us. And for once, we're no longer actually at war with anyone, but I imagine that's not going to last because we've provoked a lot of people recently. So I'm not going to push forward to a war just at the moment because I have a feeling like we're going to have some issues against multiple factions. But I think we'll be okay. Hello Whiskers, how are you today? Right. Just in terms of who I think we would like to go to war against next, possibly Northumbria. We're gonna have a quick look at Edinburgh because that might be our next major target, to be honest. Only 400 in there, and we have 300 by ourselves. So there might be a possibility. I'm just trying to think kind of what the best option would be. We have a lot of land and we have a lot of troops. We even have Winchester and Colchester, which I don't really want, but we have it nonetheless. I'd rather not go to war with Denmark unnecessarily, I think. Probably Northumbria will be the next port of call. I'm just going to call up the... I could call up the banners. I'm not going to do so just yet, but it would be good to kind of see what abilities I have at my disposal. Do we have a camp woman here? I can... No. I need to get some more morale from somewhere because we have so many troops. It's going to be such a pain to keep this... You know, normally I wouldn't keep this amount of troops in the army, but just for the time being I am anyway. Norse Sorority Archers and Norse Companions. You know, 300 men isn't a problem if I'm constantly fighting, but I'm not at the moment because I'm at peace. But Northumbria have been a good friend to me, so I don't want to unnecessarily go in after them, but we may have no choice. There are rumours of discontent amongst the men. Yeah, to be expected. Dublin's been besieged by Lagan. I might pop by Hadrian's Wall momentarily. Because I can't remember. I think there's a good. I think there's a pretty good thing I can get there, but I'll just have to check. But for now, I just want to sort out my morale issues. Go to the meat hall, speak to Hula or Gula, and we gain some more morale. Excellent. That should hopefully buy us a little bit of time. Let's head to Hadrian's Wall, because I think there is actually something we can do here. I've just forgotten. And I think it does require money, quite a lot of it. Time and neglect has ruined what once was. In Roman times, this was the main wall defending the southern towns from the ravages of the Caledonians. And here's someone. I don't think these guys were here last time. Hi, Kaio. Can I have you back again? I can. Excellent. It's good to know that when Kaio kind of doesn't fight with us anymore, this is where he goes to. Kaio's an excellent soldier, so I'm happy to have him back. Actually, he's a cavalryman as well. I can't remember why he left us before, but it's good to have him back. He's good at spotting, pathfinding, and tracking. He's well worth having. I'm gonna fight those robbers because I want the morale bonuses from fighting them, plus the loot as well. If we can, I don't think we can actually, even though there's 112 of them, we can't actually catch up to them because. Just in terms of speed, I think we're not quite as fast. But the more they twist and turn, the more we should be able to catch up to them. There we go. I could say you could join me. They would join me for 27,000 pennies. Interesting. Let us have a rousing speech, and let us send forward our skirmishers to no effect. Never mind. And we will set up on this hill. Very snowy hill. Okay, we're doing pretty well. Infantry here, spearmen here, archers and skirmishers on the hill. I doubt we'll have too many issues with these guys, but we may as well get ourselves into position. You know, the more we fight as an organised unit, the less casualties we'll take, the more organised we'll be when it comes to actually proper fights. I think it's important to, you know, if we're going up against like 20 people, obviously it's not really worth it, but for this, I think it's still is mostly worth doing. We have a lot of archers and they're doing some good work against those guys, but they do have no shields, so it's to be expected. How many of them have we taken out so far? Oh, like 12 of them, excellent. I'm just going to actually let everyone charge because I think they're going to run away pretty soon. Yes, we have a horn as well. That horse took way too much damage. And our horse is dead. That's fine. Hopefully it's not crippled. It might just be kind of the equivalent of knocked unconscious for a horse, whatever that might be. I did not mean to blow my horn there. There we go. And let's do what we can here. Oh, you're running. You don't get to survive. Who's still left? Just you, I think. Can we get a sniping shot from afar? No. Someone else will. Plenty of arrows. God, that's a scary sight. If you turn back and see like 200 men just bearing down on you. That'd be a very scary sight, I think. Doo-doo. Blow the horn. It's always much better to blow the horn on horseback because then you can keep moving while you're doing it. You're dead, and you're dead. Excellent. You'll keep our men contented for the time being. We get some morale. We also get some prisoners as well. And this will help us get some money, so it's not a bad thing at all. Because now that we've gone for a much larger group of soldiers, it will cost that a little bit more. It's probably not helping that we only have bread as well in terms of our food. We could probably get some other food as well to kind of make up for that. But we'll have to see. But we'll grab everything. No war trophies as to be expected, and we will head to Jorvik. We're still making very good profit per week from our kingdom tributes and then our rents from Dunbreton, tariffs from Dunbreton as well. Alongside all our businesses. Just have a quick look at the I was just trying to have a quick look at the defections to see if there was anything that we needed to worry about, but it seems not, which is good. Trade with locals, we will sell all of this. Not all the books though, the books are important, we want to hold on to them. And I will take whatever dry meat you have, the vegetables you have, and the wheat you have. It just gives us a little bit more variety of food. And I'll take the bread as well, because we're such a large cohort of troops that we are going to need them, I think. We are sending foragers, which is good. And we do probably need to keep sending foragers, I would imagine. Really, we do need to actually be at war with someone to keep making progress. I just don't know what that's, you know, I don't know who we go to war with. Because Northumbria is still having a lot of, strength, and I'm concerned about it. Hello, Dank Slavic, how are you today? Ooh, interesting. I don't want to be inherently warlike, but it would solve a lot of problems. Who's the marshal? I don't think I'm the marshal. We're going to go make ourselves the marshal before we do anything else. I think that's important. It's 3 AM and I've practiced at 6 AM and I'm not tired. Interesting. I am it's also like 1 a.m. here, 2 a.m. I think actually, and I'm going away later today, and it's occurred to me that I don't have videos recorded for the next 6 days, so I'm gonna have to do like a mass recording session overnight to ensure I have enough content for YouTube, which is fine. It's just I didn't plan very well. Never mind. Elfgar, we need to get some land for them because they're not fans of not having land. Go after these robbers here, 111 of them. Same as last time, we should get a decent amount of prisoners, stuff to sell, and also morale, which I think is important. And we'll get some renown as well. Let's set up on this hill over here. Maybe you're just going to have more of the meth chocolate you were talking about all that time ago. I can't remember the official name of it, but the chocolate with meth inside. Oh, I really hope that you were the person who was saying that. Otherwise, I've just kind of put stuff in. I'm just kind of saying random stuff, but I'm sure it's okay. Let's do some horse skirmishing as best as we can before our horse inevitably dies. We'll also blow the horn, and everyone can go in. And let's do what we can. These horses are so unarmoured, that's the problem. And there goes the horse. Ow. Ow. Thanks, gents. I started going to practices at 6 a.m. and I have to only do 6 hours, so I'm finishing practices. That's not too bad. How are our troops doing? Oh, they'll be okay. It's only a few bandits. Yeah, they'll be more than okay to deal with them. Yeah, it's nice to have the whole evening free. It's nice to have kind of time to do stuff. Because, you know, when you don't have quite enough time, it gets frustrating that you can't get what you want to done. I wish this was my job so I could just play games full time. It'd be great fun. But in the meantime, just work the day job, come back and do this. I enjoy it, it's fun. Who's still left? Is it just you there? It is wonderful. I think I'm going to be more active this year in terms of like exercise, or just, or am I misinterpreting that for something else? We'll go for the picture skirmishers just because I think that's what the picks are pretty good at. Having a couple of crossbowmen be useful. And more stuff than gaming. Yeah, I mean, I would like to do the same as well. I like games. I play too many games. But yeah, it's what I enjoy, so be it. Again, we'll take all of this to sell because the amount of troops we're upgrading at the moment requires a lot of money. Because I was really just going to school and gaming. Yeah, I can understand that. We'll sell this at Edinburgh. Trade the locals. We probably want to get some more ships at some point as well, because if we're going to launch a major invasion into Ireland, we're going to need more ships than I currently have. Because right now I think I can only take about 200 troops on the open water, and really I could do with some more. That reminds me, I actually don't need to find a prison broker, because if I go to my camp and go to my followers camp, there's a slave trader right there. Some of my prisoners, there we go. Plan to do some more archery and maybe going out for a bike ride. I love doing archery. Archery's great fun. I don't do it enough because I don't have the place to do it at the moment, but I'd like to in future. I just want to speak to the priest. Here's 500 pennies. That should hopefully help with our morale. And I want to speak to the... Don't need to speak to the healer. I'd like to speak to the smith. I don't think there's anything particularly that we need here, but it does mean that we can actually sell stuff to him kind of when we're out and about, which is really actually quite useful. I always forget that I can do that now. When it's going to be warm because it's cold lately, yeah. Absolutely. I don't think we need to do that at the moment. I'd definitely like to take Edinburgh, that's for sure. We have a lot of men. Like, we should really take advantage of it, that's for sure. Go to the mead hall, traveller, wandering school, sphere. How much are the sphere warriors? Done. Expensive, but well worth it. Tudwal Maprodli. You are welcome aboard, sir. Because we're going to be going to war with Northumbria momentarily. Dripton Alfgar, how are you doing? You don't really like me because you don't have any land. We need to give you some land. We do need to make ourselves marshal again. Because if we're going to be taking on some land, taking on some people, we're going to need to be the marshal. I'm going to replace ourselves as marshal. I shall be marshal. And we are going to declare war. I think it's going to be Northumbria. Some people aren't going to be too thrilled. But I think it'll be worth it. Speak to Mr. What's-His-Face. And I want to start a new campaign. Because we're going to take out Edinburgh for ourselves and some other places as well. But Northumbria is also at war with many other people, so this feels like the right time to be doing this. We've got... Okay, Elfgar's not actually coming with us, but we're going to make him come with us. You plan to do a little workshop with your mum. Oh, very nice. Ethelmod's here with us, because Ethelmod's the best. We've got Mac Ada with us. Anyone else coming? Domlech, nice. I don't even know who you are, but you're here. You must be one of those random lords I didn't see before. We're going to go for Edinburgh. We've got a shed and a little box with tools and a few hand machines. That's cool. Who actually is inside Edinburgh? Only 600. 600. We've got a lot of troops here. I think we should be able to take it. Would you surrender? I guess I can admit defeat. We'll leave the fort, but I want you to promise that you will not attack us. We've angered Northumbria, understandably. You have my word, do not come under attack if you leave the fort. There we go. We'll take all these guys prisoner. And just like that, we've taken Edinburgh for ourselves, at the cost of some relations with Northumbria, but we knew we weren't going to be friends with them when we declared war on them. Recruiting so many troops means that we lose money so quickly from all the upgrades that we have to do. I'm going to just defer on taking Edinburgh for the time being. We do lose some morale, but that's okay. 109 people inside Edinburgh. We're going to go to Dunbreton. I can't remember if... Okay, pagans are dominant here, so we might take Edinburgh for ourselves. We could hold Edinburgh and Dunbreton as our two major towns. That might be what we do, actually. Go to the mead hall. Not the mead hall, the Lord's Hall. Who are you? You don't like me either, but you're welcome aboard. Brunhild. I don't know why, but I just came tired for no reason. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for you. I'm not that surprised. Edinburgh and West we're going to give to you because you need some land. We're going to give some other land to another yeah, Elfgar needs some land. And we're going to make ourselves Lord of Edinburgh, because it will give us some good money. Maybe I'll try to go to sleep? No problem, man. Have a good one. I hope you get... Oh, let's not hit my microphone. I hope you get some good sleep. In terms of who still needs land, I think someone does. Yes, you do. Map Rodri. Yeah, that's the next person we need to give some land to. But I'm not going to give them the big. I'm not going to give them the big town of Edinburgh. But we'll go take Bareham, I think. I'm going to go to sleep. I need to wake up 6 AM. No problem, man. Have a good one. See you soon. We'll go take Bareham, I think. Huithril and Colin are going to join us. That's okay. We're not struggling that much for troops at the moment. I will get Aelfgar to come back with us if I can. That's fine. We can probably take Bareham anyway. No, we need to go to... Actually, you're here. I don't know who you are. But you can come with me as well. The problem is now we have so many lords that I just can't remember everyone's name. We're going to go to Dimbear and take this one as well. 376, not too bad. We're going to besiege the castle. Will you surrender? You will, excellent. Okay. And we will defer appointment. Again, we're just going to save because we're having a lot of red text at the moment. We'll also go to add Griffin. We're going to take a few bits of land and then we will go and tell... Okay, Elston's gone, that's fine. We could probably be okay. We have some morale issues. Gotcha. It's all the Norse warrior archers. So we probably need to do an actual bit of combat because I think when we take land via diplomatic reasons, people don't get too thrilled with us because it means that they're not fighting, so their morale goes down. This is a nice place for a fight, though, right by the water's edge. Look, gents, we're doing this for the great good of the Kingdom of Britain. You just need to deal with it for a while, okay? Okay, add Griffin. Let's go. I'd actually like to quite catch up to you, but I don't think I'm going to, because you're much, much faster than I am. If those two would fight, that would be good. We've got a lot. Actually, we've got a lot of people accompanying us. I think okay, 6,000 pennies. That's good. Please catch up to him. I really want to fight him. Northumbria wants a peace. No. Yeah, morale is still low, understandably. Okay, we're not going. I don't think we're going to catch up to them. That's the problem. Northumbria wants a peace very, very soon. We're going to have a feast. And I'm going to do as much as possible in order to get some morale back. And we'll go and speak to the Lady of the Night as well. And we'll get some morale that way as well. Because it's by far the easiest way to gain land is by just doing it this way instead of actually going in for actual combat. Ad Griffinham, I require your surrender, as we have way more troops than you, and you will just surrender because you have no choice. Excellent. I will defer appointment for the time being, and again we will save. We are playing this honest man, but we're just saving because this game is sometimes a little bit of a struggle. Where's the next place to go to? It's going to be... If we can consolidate down to Bebbanburg, I'll take that as a success, I think. You know, if we have like 4 more bits of land, that'll be very good indeed. Let's go here, and we'll besiege this place as well. I feel sorry for Northumbria because they're just going to be on the... They're going to be on the edge of collapse here pretty soon, I think. So yeah, every time we do that, we lose morale, which is not great, but it is just worth it. And we'll go take Kelogwade as well. But I'd love to be able to fight someone, just for the morale benefits. I don't want to chase them across half the map, that's the problem. Because we're so slow. Actually, we'll take Middlesbrough while we're here, why not? You can surrender. And we will defer appointment. We are just getting so many castles and forts, it's incredible. I don't know how much people are inside Jorvik. You spot a poor man on the road. He looks tired. You sent him one of your men to ask why he is in the wilderness alone. He says that men robbed him, and if he doesn't get some money soon, he will starve. He says he served in the army once and will make a loyal warrior. We can give him nothing. Pay him and suggest he joins your army. Yes, we get a mighty warrior. An old hero. Excellent. He's going to be a pretty strong soldier. But pretty soon we're going to need to kind of lower the amount of troops we have in our army just because we can't keep the amount of troops that we have going. Oh, 716. No, you don't get to... Oh, that's a lot of people deserting. Oh, there's a lot of people in there. Let's pull back. I want to take on that guy of 760 troops before... There he is. Come here, lad. Come here. We're coming after you. Halfdan Ragnarsson, I can't allow you to have 760 troops. That's just too many. This is going to be a long, long fight, however. My word. We have deployed and got 16 troops. Excellent. Let's start battle holding position. This is going to be a big fight. This is what, 2,000 versus 800. We're going to be here a while. I'm guessing they're not going to charge us. No, they're not. That's okay. Everyone follow me. We'll push to them. We've got more than enough troops to do so. That's not a problem. And we're going to not be stupid and charge in straight away because we would have some real issues. Cavalry, I'm going to get to charge straight away because then that will probably prompt them into attacking, I would think. Spearmen there. Cavalry, I want to charge. Well, the horse archers can stay here, I think that's fine. We'll just send the actual cavalry in. This is first of all, this is important for morale, but this is also important to ensure that that guy with 760 troops doesn't come back and attack us again, because if I'm not there, that's a significant force to be reckoned with. But while we have like 2,000 of us, it's not a problem. Infantry push up to here, spearmen the same, archers the same, and skirmishers the same. And we'll deploy at this hill here. Infantry, spearmen, archers, and skirmishers. Excellent. Ow. Please don't hit me with your weapons. My horse is taking some real damage here. We could just charge into them, but I'd rather not take I don't mind taking some casualties, but I'd rather not take unnecessary casualties. I think is the point. Is he charging in for us? It doesn't seem like he is. You know, we'll just get the infantry and the spearmen to charge. We'll just get everyone to charge. We've got enough troops. And they've got the hill, so we may as well just push. Looks like they're coming for us anyway, so it'll be kind of a clash in the middle, that's for sure. I do actually think that this campaign will wrap up fairly soon if we can continue on the trajectory we are. I think we might just be too strong for people to deal with. You know, once we take out Northumbria, we'll own pretty much half of the British Isles. Not including Ireland, of course, but in terms of Britain, we'll own maybe the third or a half here, and that's a really strong position to be in. And from there, it's just a snowball effect for the rest, to be honest. Let's keep on blowing our horn and keep that morale up. Everyone charge. I think the cavalry still follow me. They don't need to be anymore. Everyone charge. Oh, that's not a safe space to be. Run, 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 run. We'll do some more horse skirmishing if we can, to little success. We keep on losing some leaders, but I guess that's probably just the other... Ow. I imagine that's just the other lords, as we do have a lot of them. But as long as the king stays alive, that's the main thing. Let's go help these cavalry up here, because they seem to be struggling quite a bit. The enemies have arrived, that's fine. Yeah, we'll go after these archers here because they're causing issues for our horse as well. Go after you. Man, the horse really struggles to stay alive. So I try not to invest too much in horses in this mod because they just die half the time. Come here. Nope. It's important that we did this fight, even though in the grand scheme of things it may not change much. Having to deal with 760 troops when we're not in a marshalship would be horrendous, I think. At least because we were able to marshal and get ourselves ready, this hasn't posed that big of a threat. But it easily could have done any other time. But pretty soon we'll need to go back and actually distribute these lands to people. People who are not too happy with us are only going to get like villages, but we should be okay. We'll just charge in again, I think, because we just don't have the... If we just wait for them, they're never going to come and attack us, so we'll just charge in for them. Although we'll probably make sure our cavalry doesn't go too far ahead. So cavalry, follow me, and then horse archers follow me as well. We'll have a good hill here as well, which is nice. But we can do some skirmishing on the hill, that's for sure. I just don't want my cavalry to die unnecessarily quickly, I think. I mean, you know, cavalry always dies in this mod, but we may as well give them a fighting chance to stay alive. Okay, everyone charge. We're gonna not push in too quickly, however, because I think we'll have some issues if we do. We've still got a long fight ahead of us. And this should hopefully help with our morale issues as well. Okay, let's blow our horn, keep the morale up. Do-do-do-do. The horn of Helm Hammer Hand shall stand in the deep. One last time, if only my horse would stay alive for that. And we get stuck on a very small rock. Oh, I love the Lord of the Rings. I've probably mentioned it many, many times before, but it's just... like, for me, those are the epitome of perfect films. And I watch them way too often. Not necessarily way too often, but I just watch them a lot. Stay with you, because only I'm allowed to have that cloak, and no one else is allowed to wear that cloak set. Okay, do what we can here. And we'll go off the archer line, because there's a big old archer line that we need to deal with. I think we will just have the numbers to take over the entire kind of world at this point, but we still need to be careful. Especially with, you know, we've been going after some quite weak factions. I mean, Northumbria is definitely one of the stronger ones. But when we go after stuff like Cornwall and Gwynedd, those will be some real issues. There will be some real issues there, I think. And of course, the more land we take, the more we'll be at risk to other people attacking us purely because they think we're too strong and need to be dealt with. As I expect to happen now that we are taking a lot of land of Northumbria's. I expect to be at war with quite a few other people momentarily. So once we've taken a good amount of Northumbria's land, we will sue for peace. And they definitely want to sue for peace because they are under attack from so many different people at the same time. I think they're at war with like 6 other factions, so they're completely stretched beyond belief at the moment. So I'm sure they'll take a peace treaty pretty soon. I'd rather actually not get knocked out if possible. There we go. Oh, we'll steal with that Berserker if we can. There we go, dealt with Berserker. And we'll now just charge down the archer line. You know, this is a group of 760 soldiers, but we still have about 3 times their number. Which is why we're managing to win here with such efficiency and effect. Okay, let's deal with you. Wonderful. 2 and now 1 morale. 2020 against 137. Let's charge the enemy. Again, there's no real need to wait. We should get a good... I was hoping to get some battle trophies from this, although we are also... You know, we've always had a big advantage in this battle, so we may not get as many trophies as I might hope. But I'm hoping our morale will do as well because of this. You know, this has been a big fight. Hopefully our men will not stay restless for the time being now that we've done this. Right. Right. Everyone charge. There's only 100 of them, there's 2,000 of us, I'm sure we'll be able to manage it. What is nice is that we actually have some lords following us, because early on when we first started the faction we had to manually tell all these lords to follow us, but now they actually follow us enough. I mean, not everyone does, because we still have... Wow, you have a lot of bannermen. Not everyone follows us, because not everyone likes us enough, but that's why we're trying to take some land to try give some more land to those people that don't really like us that much, so that way they'll actually join us in the marshalship, which will be important. Because we, you know, if we go up against some strong factions, like if we go up against people like Northumbria and Norway and Denmark, I think we're gonna have some issues. We're definitely going to be knocked out there. Yep, that's okay. There's only 100 of them left. We push forward maybe slightly unnecessarily, but we'll still win. We've got by far and away the larger amount of numbers. Although when you do get knocked unconscious, they like to group back up into their shield wall and not charge forward, but that's okay. They'll manage it. I think the quality of the other troops is actually better. I'm seeing a lot of berserkers and bannermen in there, but we just have the... They have the quality, we have the quantity. And to some extent quantity is more important, at least when you've got this large of a difference between the two armies. Okay, new enemies have arrived. Can't imagine it's going to be that many of them. No, it's like another 30 or 40 troops. Not a problem. We'll deal with them. To be fair, they are putting up a fairly decent resistance, so all due credit where it's due. Well, we need to not keep running backwards. I think the best thing we can do is just charge in, but for some reason, when you get knocked out, the AI likes to do that instead. But here we go. I think we're getting into kind of the big push now. I think once we've taken the castle we're right next to, we will go and let ourselves kind of decide where these lands are going and who they're going to. Again, I'd like to give them to people who I trust, but we probably need to actually give them to people who are quite angry with us, so we can have some more positive relation with them. and that way they shouldn't have any issues going forward. And they might even join us in combat, which would be lovely. So this is going to be the last few troops of this battle, which is excellent. Yeah, they're starting to run away now. Now we defeated the enemy. We can take Halfdan Ragnarsson prisoner. Excellent. And we get some... I did see some war trophies there. And we can take a good old amount of troops as well, which I'm thrilled about. It's rare I can take 130 prisoners, but I'm glad that I can. Yeah, it's going to be pretty damn good. Capture all this. Our morale is still low, which isn't ideal. There we go, we'll show the loot. That is a lot of battle trophies for us. Excellent. That will help with some money. And of course we'll take the other bits of loot as well. I don't think we can sell the battle trophies to our trader, but we'll have a look actually. If we go to our quarters, no, not our quarters, we go to our camp, followers camp. We go to our smith. No, we can't sell our war trophies or our battle trophies, but that's okay. We can sell everything else, which is good. Well, at least the majority. I know we can sell just about everything. And I'm also going to go speak to my prison broker, as we have one. And that way we leave ourselves more space going forward. And we'll speak to the priest as well. His 500 pennies. 3 morale is not terrible. And we're going to go into Caerleogaid here. Oh, no, someone's here. Who are you? Huithril Guthred I want to speak to. That's the one. Are we actually going to be able to catch up to you? I don't think so. Because we're incredibly slow. No, we're not. Okay. There is some morale issues. That's fine. Looks like we've had another lord defect to us. We are going to take Caerleogaid. Surrender. I demand your surrender. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. I demand your surrender in exchange for Jarl Halfdan Ragnarsson's safe return. Our lord will never accept us. Will never forgive us for accepting this deal. We must fight. Okay, well, that's fine. We will plan the assault. Time is of the essence, and you feel the arrival of support forces. Assaulting will mean heavy casualties, but you've made up your mind. You'll be on building the ladders. That's fine. And we will plan for... We can build checkpoints. That's going to take a while. Let's do sanitation first. And also we'll do that. That being said, I think as soon as we can... we've got some real morale issues. So, we're going to go after some of these lords who are hanging about. Come on, let's go help here. And this will probably be some more morale for us, which will be good. 232A versus 258, excellent. And are we going to charge again? We probably shouldn't charge again, but let's... I think we'll charge again, that's fine. We'll at least get into position. On this hill here, although I think they want to come for this hill as well. Oh yeah, okay, we're not going to have time, so everyone just charge. We'll blow our horn. I don't know if it triggered because we'll try that again with the animation, because I think you might need the animation to actually trigger the effects. Outside Osterleder, this is why I probably shouldn't charge cavalry in, but never mind. That's really cool though. I never know that you could try and bargain like a captured lord for the kind of release of a town or a castle to your control. It's a really cool concept. I suppose it did happen that, you know, lords would be returned for land. Oh, and obviously they'd be returned for money and stuff in terms of ransom deals. I was not paying attention enough there. That's fine. I don't want to pull back because that's going to cause some issues with morale. So we'll just let this fight carry on. But yeah, I think it's a really cool concept and idea, and I think it's the first model DLC I've seen do that. And of course, they've always done kind of ransom deals for money, but I've never seen it for land before. That's a really cool concept. Okay, new enemies have arrived. This is gonna be a big blow to Northumbria. I think they'll struggle to recover once the amount of land we're taking off them. It's going to cause quite a few lords to revolt because they're not gonna like not having any land. You know, we have a lot of land now. We have a lot of control over the north part of the map. I think at this point we can afford to be a bit more aggressive when we go to war. We can go to war a bit more often. Go to war against Northumbria, go to war against some other major factions. Probably Gwynedd or Gwynedd will be our next major target. The major Welsh faction. That'll be our next major point of call, I think, will be to go after them. And once we take over Britain, Ireland, Frisia, Denmark and Norway shouldn't be anywhere near as much trouble. But I imagine they will all gang up on us soon because we're going to be too powerful. And I think when that happens, we'll act as two separate bodies. We'll have maybe potentially the Marshal and myself acting as two separate war parties to kind of act as hammer and anvil, but we'll have to see. Okay, just deal with the last few melee troops and then we will be going after the range troops, which will be lovely. But again, they are putting up a pretty strong resistance, so all due credit where it's deserved. Although we definitely could have had less issues had we just done a little bit more organisation of our troops, but that's okay. Actually, a lot of their strength is coming from these ranged troops at the back. I just hope we don't fall down below 300 troops, because we're going to need the benefits of our followers' camp. Probably wouldn't be that too hard to just recruit a few more troops, to be honest. Although the one thing I have thought of now is that now that we are taking a lot of this land, we're going to have to go and pay money to the new village elders again. Okay, we helped out Aethelwulf. He likes us for that. And we're going to take this guy prisoner as well. Excellent. We are still just about positive 300 troops. That's good. Morale is still low, however, which is not ideal. Share the looters is common. Understandably not much to take, but we'll do it nonetheless. And we'll go back to Caelagwed and just take it via force, I think, this time. Surrender. Off you pop. That's my land now. And we will pretty much take all these people for ourselves. There we go. In fact, I'll speak to that priest because he can give us a little bit of morale that we need. That's going to knacker our morale even further. Our morale is now very low. If we speak to the Britain priest, here you go, 500 men. That gives us 3 morale, and actually, for some reason, the Northumbrians like us as well. I think there's also a peasant woman here who I might be able. No, I think she needs to be a camp follower before I can do anything with that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Right. Can we take... If we took Jorvik, that would help as well. Let's go... Okay, we're going to have to go to Edoras and just get some... hang on, who was fighting there? That's fine, my lords can deal with that. They can catch us up. It's not a problem. we're having some real morale issues. We still have just about enough troops. Over 400. Go, 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 go. Okay, Don Chad is fine there. Kai is disgruntled again. Can I persuade you to change your mind? Okay, he's off again. That's fine. We'll probably catch him up again with him later. But I want to have a banquet. Here's 1,000 pennies, and here's 2,000 more to hopefully kind of stop our major morale issues. And then we'll also go... Ooh, 28,000 for Halfdan Ragnarsson. Yes, please. And we'll also go to the meat hall. We'll speak to Gula, and I want to raise the morale of my men. Excellent. And now we're going to go to Dunbreton, and we are... I think that was always Denmark's land, but I might be imagining things. You're following someone else. Yo, what's going on here? The people of the defeated Kingdom of Alban have taken up their weapons and have taken defeat from the Kingdom of Britain. The Kingdom of Alban has been restored. Long live the king. Cthuras. Well, you're not gonna be there for long. You have two lords and one piece of land. Not gonna last very long, my good sir. That's for sure. Let's help out this guy before he gets himself killed. And hopefully he'll like us a bit more for doing so. And then what we'll do, we'll just go and take that land back from the Kingdom of Alban. I can't actually remember who was holding on to Cthuras before, but we've got enough land to kind of give to them. That's not a problem. There's a river here, I think, so we'll hold on this side of the river. They'll hold on the other side of the river, and we should be able to deal with them. Yeah, we'll destroy the Kingdom of Alban before they even get a chance to kind of have a resurgence. There's only 2 lords. Once our other lords catch up, there should be no problem at all. Archers and archers and skirmishers there, excellent. Cavalry just can hold there. Actually, cavalry can charge, as can our horse archers, just hopefully put them into attacking. We don't have that much cavalry anyway. Oh, I like your shield. The green with the kind of yellow Celtic symbols. I'm being a little bit more careful with this fight because we don't have such a large troop advantage. We've only got a troop advantage of about 2 to 1. So I don't want to... I'd rather not be as kind of carefree as I was in the last fight. Men of Gondor, of Rohan. There may be a day when the age of Kingdom of Britain falls, but it is not this day. This day we fight for king and country. That's not the same speech, but never mind. We could just charge them, I suppose, but I'd really rather they charge me. They'll charge him pretty soon, I think. That's fine. We just need to get a couple more of them killed. We've only got a 20 troop advantage, so I really don't want to push in too much just yet. I'd much rather they're in the river than we're in the river. It looks like they're charging in now anyway. Excellent. Let's do some of this. Looks like they're actually so they're all coming for me over here. Let's get out of the way so they're not going to charge in for us. Okay. Let's charge. We'll deal with the majority of them, and then we can deal with the majority of those melee troops once they engage with the rest of our other troops. Deal with you. And deal with you. Excellent. You look important, so let's deal with you. And you were important. You were the Lord, which means that's going to help with our morale. Let's consolidate that by blowing the horn. Okay, excellent. Let's actually get off our horse, because I feel like it's actually going to be more issues if we try fight with our horse in the river. Come here. Charge, gentlemen. This is actually probably going to be one of the most important wars of the entire campaign, because they are our major rivals in this part of the world, and it's going to give us a lot more land to work with. I don't actually know if we're actively at war with Kingdom of Alban, so we will need to send dispatches or send notification that we are actually at war with them. I can see them trying to shoot me. Yeah, we probably will need to. We'll probably need to actually send a dispatch to the Kingdom of Alban to let them know that we are at war with them, and we're going to take the stand back for ourselves. We have defeated the enemy. Excellent. That's some renown. We have also improved our relations slightly with that guy as well, which is good. We'll take all these guys prisoners. We are actually now below the amount of troops that we need for our camp followers, so I'm going to very quickly run into Dunbreton and just grab enough troops that we don't have those issues anymore. Let's make sure we take that butter trophy and take the rest. Excellent. Run to Dunbreton. Constantine MacAda has left the Kingdom of Britain, joined the Kingdom of Alban. How about that? Okay, well, we're going to go destroy the Kingdom of Alban before they cause us any issues. Before we have a major kind of... Oh, assassination! Assassination! Such a waste. It's been a while since I've had an assassination attempt. Let us redeem our trophies. Cost me a lot of money and a lot of relation, which is good. Trade the locals. Let's sell whatever else we need to sell. We might need to do this over 2 separate towns or 2 separate traders. That's not a problem. We're now back at... I mean, since we sold that lord, we've now got a lot of money again. We'll pick up pretty much all the food possible. Smoked fish. If I want to even pick up honey, we'll splash out. We'll manage the garrison. I just want to go back up above 300 troops. So I'll take these. I'll take the noble, and I'll take the elite spearmen. And I'll also take these spearmen as well. Excellent. And then we're going to go to our camp followers, and we're going to speak to the slave trader and sell a lot of prisoners. This guy must really hate me because he's going to struggle to make any money. Right, let's go into Dunbreton. We've got quite a bit to do. Heribert, hello, welcome. You are more than welcome. We will actually have some land to give to you, which is good. And you are someone who has no fiefs, so you don't really like me, I see. So we're going to have to give you some land, that's for sure. I wanted to give Heribert some land as well. Brunhild. First I wanted to dispatch an emissary to the Kingdom of Alban. So we are going to war. People won't like that, but you'll just have to deal with it because I'm not letting Kingdom of Alban regain some land. We have a lot of fiefs to give. Birmingham North can go to you, Heribert, so you've got some land. Trifbreton West can go to that guy who doesn't like me. Yeah, you. But we will actually give him 2 villages. Just because he really doesn't like me. In fact, a lot of people don't like me, it seems. Yeah, we'll give you some land there. We've got a lot of land to give out, actually. Conaham we'll give to this chap here. Bearham we'll give to Ethelred. We'll give Adgreffenham to this chap. At least some lords will get positive relation when we give lords to give land to their friends, but it's not going to be the case with everyone. We'll give Ealdorman Maddock Cador some extra land because he is the Lord of Bebbanburg, and I would really like to keep him on side. I think that's the point I'm trying to make. We don't want the Lord of Bebbanburg to defect to someone else, really. And we'll just give the rest of this land out to people who don't really like us. Like you. You really don't like us for some reason. We're never going to be able to be friends with everyone, that's for sure. But we do need to ensure that the right people stay friendly with us. So in fact, we're going to give this Ealdorman some extra land. In terms of these two forts, we'll give one to Corlin. I'll give Middlesbrough to... Who should we give Middlesbrough to? We'll give Middlesbrough to Heribert, that's fine. He's a new lord, but hopefully he'll like us now. And he should do pretty well. Cool. Let's go retake the... let's go retake Cthulhu's from the Kingdom of Alban. Let's make sure that's their only bit of land. I think it is. Yes, good. We just need to wait for the rest of our lords to catch up. Once they do, we should be more than okay to go after Cthulhu's here. Yeah, okay, we've got the rest of the lads turning up. That's fine. Oh, pretty decent amount of troops inside, that's for sure. Do we have enough to take it on? Probably not. But there's only 8 of them. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to surrender because it's their final bit of land. So we're going to actually set up proper... We're going to set up proper... siege. First of all, siege equipment, but also to just, in general, get ourselves ready. Oh, we can send a traitor inside. That sounds fine. I don't think I've done that before. Yes, let's do that. 500 pennies, that's not a problem. I don't want to try sneak inside, that's fine. We'll wait till tomorrow. We will siege them out. Someone else has joined Kingdom of Alban, that's annoying. This is why I want to deal with the Kingdom of Alban before they become a problem. Will you surrender now? No. Let us get ready for the assault. I don't know if we're really going to actually do any assaulting. It's fine. I'm also going to try ensure to... I want to deal with them as soon as possible, really. We were attacked by an enemy force or raiding neighbouring villages. The villagers joined the enemy, causing us many casualties. That's fine. We're in the process of blockading the place. I will accept peace with Northumbria for the time being. Gives us some right to rule, but also we can focus on Alban, and we can then focus on. We can also focus on kind of reinforcing Edinburgh, and we can work with less troops as well, which would be good. Will you surrender now? I mean, they're not going to surrender because it's their final bit of land, but checkpoints are finished. Now order active watching. There we go. We will order the vanguard to place the mantlets. That will come at a cost. 58 men. So we can assault pretty much straight away. But actually that's not the plan. I'd rather they just surrender, to be honest. But I mean, we can definitely siege them out. That's the main thing. But I just want to deal with them before we have constant defections from our own land, because that's just not going to go well. Any news to the men I sent to pillage the farms? Crops and farms were burned, but since this was the harvest season, it wasn't possible to get food. That's fine. Reputation with Cthulhu's has been lowered, but it's understandable. How are they doing? Place is just waiting for you to conquer it, but I'd rather we could do the assault, but eventually they'll have to sally out. I'm just aware that my morale will not last forever. Our men and the enemy do not insult each other. Can't speak. Our men and the enemy do not insult each other as much anymore. Sometimes talk to each other. This can affect their fighting spirit when we attack. What should we do? Allow it. The enemy fighting spirit is also affected. Yeah. We lose a bit of renown, but we get reputation. I think that's important. We surrender now. No, I mean, they're never going to. Any news from the traitor? No one is going to become a traitor. That's sad. We can send some men to infiltrate. Ooh, this is cool. I haven't done this before. A good way to hasten the fall of the fort is to infiltrate it with a group of men to damage the defences, food stores, water supplies, or loyalty. It's a difficult and risky manoeuvre, almost suicidal. Those who sent in have low chances of return. If successful, then cause great damage to the enemy. They need 600 pennies for the troubles. What type of sabotage would you like them to cause? Poison the forts. Water. We'd make the population garrison sick. Burn the fort's food. Yeah, I think we actually want to burn the fort's food. That's the most important. We'll see if that has any effect. There's only 8 days here, so eventually we will just be able to take this place back anyway. Another person's defected to the Kingdom of Alban. Hopefully people who aren't actually giving them any forts. In terms of that, we could assault straight away, but I'd rather save. I'd rather save our land, that's for sure. Our intelligence increased by 1, excellent. Oh, blooming Balbati's gone back to them. Okay, we're going to have to go and deal with them as well. I thought that, I thought that somewhere else might be taken. 3 more days, pretty soon they'll have to surrender. They just won't have any food left. To make the food last longer, the defenders throw out their women, children, and elderly. You can see them moving towards your second invasion, begging for food. Send soldiers to kill the children, elderly, taking the women. That's a bit harsh. Buy food for them, let them leave. Do not give them anything, allow them to die of starvation. We will give them some money. We feel good for helping, although our men think we're a bit of a weak leader. Okay. During the night, your men captured and executed a group of enemies who tried to infiltrate and burn supplies. Congratulate them for doing their job well. No, we will give them some money. That's fine. Alclut has declared war against me. Understandable. I actually can't remember which one Alclut is. We'll have to see in a second. How are we doing in terms of the siege? They can't have that much more strength, to be honest. Outclut. I can't remember which ones those are. Surrender, please. I have more important things to deal with. Although it's good that we made peace with Northumbria, because I think we're going to have many other issues with some other lords. Fortify the camp just in case. If you get too far from Cthulhu's, the siege will end. I see. Notes, factions, Outclut. They might be a resurgent faction as well, to be honest. Oh, they're down there in Ireland, and I couldn't really care less. We'll need to go and deal with Balbati. That's annoying, but so be it. No, I want to speak to. I want to go back into Cthulhu's. Cthulhu's. Okay, how are we doing? Surrender? Not quite, but they've only got 3 more days' food. They won't last very long. We're going to let them leave and give them some food, although that does knacker our renown and morale. Come on, lads, you must be close to surrender soon. Use of the men sent to infiltrate. They managed to burn several food stores. Excellent. Give them a barrel of mead. Oh, they lost between 50 and 60%. Excellent. Siege camp. That's fine. Better siege. They've got to capitulate fairly soon, I would think. And then we'll have to go deal with Dunbaity and Balbaity as well. No, don't. Oh, really? They didn't mean to. Okay, well, they've only got 2 days left, that's fine. Better siege. Let's build checkpoints. Send a men to infiltrate the place. I want to burn the fort's food. Pillage farms. Construct sanitation. Basically, just do all the things we did before. You've got to surrender pretty soon, surely. We'll build mandates just in case. That's fine. Wait till tomorrow. While foraging, a group of enemies encountered a group of our men. Okay, we lost a few troops there. That's unfortunate, but they lost some troops as well. Kingdom of Mias is probably going to go to war with us soon. That's fine. Surrender. Please just surrender. I've got other things to be doing with my day. Wait till tomorrow. Our morale's going to absolutely tank, that's for sure. That's okay. You're out of food, you're starving. Wait until tomorrow. Again, we're gonna keep doing that, despite the fact that not everyone else likes us doing that. We're gonna keep ensuring that they are well fed for. You've got to surrender soon. Like, soon you're gonna resort to cannibalism and stuff. Here we go. The lack of food forces the desperate defenders out in an attempt to break the siege. We should be okay. Let's hold the hill. Infantry, spearmen there, archers and skirmishers on the hill. Cavalry just wherever, because they're not on. They don't have their horses with them. Let's blow a horn. And hopefully not get killed by those very scary rocks coming in. Let's do what we can. I'm hoping that they'll capitulate after this and we can go deal with Kingdom of Alban in the other part of the world. It's definitely a slower way of doing it than sieging, but it's a lot less costly in terms of troops. Oh, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive! Okay, we've fallen, but I don't think the battle's ended, which is good. Which was my real concern there. Because if we'd been knocked out, that would have been bad. I mean, if we'd had to retreat, that would have been bad, because they would have broken the siege. That's fine. We're dealing with them. It's not a problem. We'll have to go up and deal with Dunbaity and Dunbaity after this, which is annoying because that was actually our one of the first few bits of land that we took. It was, I think, our fourth ever castle. Probably I'm just going to have to deal with these resurgent factions every now and then. That's the problem. And it's much better to deal with them before they gain many more lords and troops, as they have been doing. Surely you're going to surrender soon. No, apparently not. Wait here for the time being, I'm sure we'll be okay. Part of our food was destroyed. That's unfortunate. I should have punished the men. That's fine. They have to surrender soon. Playing siege. What about the men I sent to infiltrate? Find a traitor? Sure. We're not going to bother placing the thing on the ramparts. Yeah, see, our men like it when we do that, but it means that our reputation suffers. Okay, another sally out attempt. Good. Good. We've only got a few lords with us. I imagine that's because we've been fighting for a long time. So we will, once we've dealt with the Kingdom of Alban, we will have a bit of time of peace because we'll probably have some issues with other factions pretty soon. I mean, the Outclut are definitely coming after us, but that's only one minor Irish faction with one lord and one bit of land, so I'm not too concerned about that for the time being. I probably have more concerns about the Kingdom Mias, Gwynedd, etc. Deal with you. Let's blow a horn. Maybe not. Get all of these throwing spears. And let's go join the fight. They're definitely doing better this time. That's because we didn't organise ourselves. Ow. Yeah, we'll still manage here. This is fine. I require your death, all of you. There's you over here. Let's deal with you. Nope, you didn't die. No, you did. Okay. Surely you've got to... Yeah, there we go. Excellent. You can surrender, but you are my prisoner. We can get a bunch of troops. Excellent. Don't know how good they are, but they're troops and we'll take them. Not going to be enough to get above 300 again, but that's not a huge problem. Because we can always just chuck any spare troops that we have into Edinburgh when we're done. So we'll hire you. And take all these guys prisoners because we can always sell them. Although we can't sell them to our camp followers at the moment because we don't have enough, but soon we will. Shadalutus is common. We need to pick up some more food when we're next passing by a town. I don't know who this was originally for. I don't want to give it to Bodo or Don Chad because they're not... People won't get thrilled by that. We'll give it to Elfgar. Well, I imagine some other people are not going to be too thrilled about that. Let's pop by Dunbreton. Yes, indeed, our men have dispersed. That's unfortunate, but so be it. Your followers have decided to leave you, and that doesn't help our morale. You're welcome aboard, sir. I'll pretty much take any lord that comes our way. Conham needs a lord. Basquin East can go to that new lord. You. I'll give Don Chad some land, but people aren't going to be too happy about that. Balduin will give to you because you don't like me, so I could do with you liking me a bit more. Ethelred is probably the next person we need to give some land to. You like me now, so that's fine. Trade with locals. Sell all this. We'll buy some more food as well. Fish, meat, cheese, veg, pretty much anything that is going. We'll buy the butter as well, why not? We've got enough money to do so at the moment, to be honest. Happy Widow, give me all the possible morale, thank you. And I want to also have some more morale, and that also helps our morale or our reputation in Dunbarton. And that's interesting. Dunbeatty's gone to... Oh my goodness. So Dunbeatty has now gone to the Kings of the Moon Main, which means that Alban shouldn't have any land. Good. I'm a bit annoyed that it's the Moon Main has just kind of taken Dunbeatty and Balbeatty from me, but what can we do? So we will just... Okay, now we're taking a piece. Alban should be destroyed fairly soon. So I'm going to let these guys go home, as we don't need them at the moment. I'm going to head to Edinburgh and drop off some troops. Because I think we're going to be at war with some other people pretty soon. We've got a bunch of troops we can drop off here. We'll keep the ship captain because they're pretty good. We could definitely do some more recruiting in Edinburgh itself, but that's okay. Drop off all these troops. I don't think we need to go with such a large group of companions for the time being, or a large group of soldiers for the time being. But we'll take whoever we'll grab whoever we need, and then we'll be okay. So much upgrading to do. Yeah, we have a lot of troops. We don't need all these guys. So we'll drop off the Angle Companions. That's fine. It will just make this all a little bit more manageable, I think. Move you up. I mean, all these troops are pretty good now. We don't have any actively bad troops in our party at the moment, which is good. I'll take all these prisoners to sell. Excellent. Let's also manage the town. There's probably some other stuff we can do here. Let's build a messenger post. It's probably... I don't know why we haven't done that already, but we'll build a messenger post. Oh, but this is Edinburgh, I forget. Let's go back to Dunbarton. Oh, wow, look how much money we're making per week. What's that from, though? I mean, we're getting some more from the tributes. Oh, we're getting some good money from Caelagwade as well. Caelagwade, that's... I don't know if that's a fort. Let me just have a quick look. Because if it is a fort, we probably need to go deal with it. Oh, it's an actual fort. We should probably go... give that to someone else, to be honest. We can do that at the right time, I suppose. Let's save Don Chad here. Although Thorstein is going to help us as well. But we can help Don Chad, and that should give us a bit of reputation with him. But Thorstein is here as well, which is good. We probably shouldn't charge the Vikings, but we're going to charge the Vikings anyway. Yeah, this is going really well, actually. I'm chuffed with how this is going. We're making good money. We're taking a lot of land. We will have these constant rebellions from small factions, but there's not much we're going to be able to do about that. We're just going to have to... It's just going to be part of the parcel, really. Thorstein Olafsson has been knocked out, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Do what we can there. Ow. Horse crippled. We'll need to get ourselves a new one. I probably shouldn't have charged in recklessly by myself. That's okay. Yeah, not great. That's alright. Our troops should be more than okay. The camera's gone weird. Our troops should be more than okay to deal with that, I think. I think we're making some really good progress. I think next time we'll go after Kingdom of Gwynedd and probably try finish off Northumbria as well. But we need to give our lords a bit of time to recover from that campaign, I think. But I imagine we're going to have a lot of lords or a lot of factions coming after us soon, purely because we're now, I would say, one of the biggest factions on the map. You know, we own all of Scotland apart from a few small locations. We own a lot of northern England as well, which is great. I think if we can get Caio back, we'll turn him into a lord. So if I presume he'll still be by Hadrian. He might be back at Hadrian's Wall, so we can give that a go. There we go. We dealt with the Vikings, and I think Caio is actually a noble, so people won't be too concerned about him being a kind of. About him being a landowner. That shouldn't be a huge problem. Take all that to sell. And let's go to Hadrian's Wall. Let's see if we can find Caio there. I don't think we've got any new lords just yet. That's fine. We'll see if Caio's here and we'll give him that fort which we accidentally took for ourselves. Caelagwed. But he may not be here at the moment. It looks like he's not. Okay. Well, we might find him again on our travels. That's not a problem. I'd like to ensure the Kingdom of Alban doesn't resurge again, but we may not have that choice. Still got a long way to go though, however. We definitely consolidated our position here. But Northumbria is still alive. We'll be going after Northumbria and Gwynedd next, for sure. And then we have to deal with the blue factions down here, Cornwall and East Angles. And a little bit of Meath as well. And then probably we'll look to Ireland, Norway, Denmark, Frisia eventually. But I think Ireland will be the next port of call, it's the next biggest landmass. But thank you so much for watching. I think I'll leave it there for the time being. And more of this to come fairly soon indeed, although I am heading away, so no streaming for about 6 days. But then I'll be back and looking forward to doing some more of this. But thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.